So today I was browsing Reddit, place of great minds, and I saw this post from the R Gaming subreddit. It says the title is, and all of them are roguelikes. And then it says there are only 3 kinds of indie games. Number 1, Metroidvania Souls-like. Number 2, open world survival craft. Number 3, it's a metaphor for depression. Now, I've already made a whole video about this topic, or at least a section of a video, my Omori review, which is titled Not Another Indie Game About Depression, which is a kind of a play on words, because it's what I'm actually arguing is that Omori is not another, but you could read it as, oh no, not another. I digress. So what I was curious about is if you may not notice this, but these are all Steam tags. Now, what you may not know is that indie is also a Steam tag. So what I've done is I've gotten all the indie games. I'm narrowed by the tag indie, and I'm searching for all indie reviews. And this is by user reviews. So I thought what we could do is we could just go until we hit a game that is not one of those 3 things. You'd be surprised at how long it's probably going to take. But what I'd like to note here is that this isn't just meant to drag on these idiots. This is meant to be a recommendation video. So let's go ahead. These are the best rated games. So we got A Short Hike, a fantastic adventure exploration indie game. It's short, it's only 7 minutes long, and it's definitely not about depression, and it's not a Dark Souls game either. Cultic, this is a first-person action shooter, not one of those 3 things. Ib, this is a horror 2D game. It's an RPG Maker game, maybe about depression, but it's probably about a lot more than that. It's a horror game, right? So horror is always kind of about depression and mania and mental illness in some degree, usually at least. Patrick's Parabox, that's a puzzle Sokoban game. Check out my Sokoban video. We've got Monster Prom 3. This is a visual novel comedy, multiplayer, LGBTQ+, doesn't have any of our tags. Monument Valley, adventure, puzzle, relaxing, casual. It's a puzzle game, right? Don't Escape 4, adventure indie game. Little Gator game, casual, relaxing, cozy. Flowers, visual novel. Frog Detective, it's a comedic, casual little mystery game. Dial Town, phone dating sim. Indie casual dating sim. Armored Head, it's an arena shooter, right? It Steals, survival horror first-person game. Stardew Valley, farming simulation game. Hades, action roguelike. Now that does hit the title, but it is not hit the, if we look, there's not any of these 3 things from the image. Vampire Survivors, action roguelike, pixel hell. People's Playground is a sandbox game. RimWorld, base building survival strategy game. Does not actually have the open world survival craft, so we're gonna have to keep going. Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, Sandbox, Katana Zero, Pixel Graphics action game, Omori. I'll stop here. This does say it's a metaphor for depression. I would say that Omori is not a metaphor for depression. Actually, we're gonna have to keep going because Omori is just a game about depression. It's not a metaphor. It's just a game about that thing. A Hat in Time, cute 3D platformer. Henry Stickman, funny, multiple endings. One Shot. One Shot maybe is a little bit more about depression. Should we stop here or should we keep going? I don't know. Let's just see. Firework, indie horror puzzle. Rhythm Doctor, rhythm music game. Baba's You, fantastic Sokoban puzzle game. One Finger Death Punch. That sounds like an action game. Will it load? Okay, action. Grimm's Hollow, overwhelmingly positive free-to-play pixel graphics RPG indie game. Tiny Bunny, story-rich visual novel. Where are all of the Metroidvania's open world survival craft games? And are the ones that have this tag? None of them, spoiler, none of them have this tag. Some of them do have Metroidvania. Neon White, fantastic speedrunning game. A visual novel. Tiny Bunny, did we get Tiny Bunny? Story-rich, yeah. Emotional, relaxing, cozy. They don't exist. There are more than 3 kinds of indie games. Thank you, bye.